magical forest of whispering willow woods, a baby owl got lost. She couldn't find her mother or her nest. The poor little owl was all alone, and she began to cry. Meanwhile, a curious fox was wandering through the woods. He heard the sad cries of the lost baby owl and went to investigate. When he found her, the fox was surprised, but also very kind. "Don't worry, little one," he said softly. "I'll help you find your family." The two friends set out together, searching high and low for the baby owl's home. They walked through the tall grasses, climbed over fallen logs, and hopped across babbling brooks. Along the way, they met many other woodland creatures who offered advice or help. After hours of searching, the baby owl was starting to get tired and hungry. The fox knew just what she needed, a nice, juicy worm. He ran off into a nearby field and came back with a fat, wriggling earthworm for her to eat. As they sat together eating their worms, the baby owl felt warm and safe in the presence of her new friend. The fox looked at her fondly and thought, "This little one might just be my family." And so it was that, in the magical forest of whispering willow woods, a lost baby owl found not only her way home, but also a new furry friend who would become her family forevermore. The end. The baby owl was so grateful for her new friend that she hugged him tightly around his neck. The fox blushed a little, but returned the hug, feeling warm and fuzzy inside. They continued their journey through the woods, chatting and laughing as they went. Suddenly, they heard a familiar sound, the hooting of an owl. Excitedly, the baby owl pointed towards it, and they both ran towards the source of the noise. As they drew closer, they saw a large tree with many holes in it. The baby owl knew this was her home. She flew up to her nest, but something was missing. Her siblings were not there. She felt sad until she heard a soft voice behind her. "Hey, little one, you're safe now." The baby owl turned around to see the fox smiling at her. He had followed her all the way back and stood guard while she checked on her family. The baby owl hugged him again, this time with more excitement than before. From that day forward, the curious fox became a regular visitor to the baby owl's home. They played together, learned from each other, and grew closer every day. Before long, the baby owl didn't feel like she was missing anything because she had found her family, a loving mother, a kind father, and her new furry friend who would always be there for her. And so it was that, in the magical forest of whispering willow woods, a lost baby owl found not only her way home, but also a new furry friend who would become her family forevermore. The end. The baby owl and the fox became inseparable, exploring every corner of whispering willow woods together. They played hide-and-seek among the trees, chased butterflies across the meadows, and even went fishing in the nearby stream. As they grew older, their friendship deepened, and they began to understand each other better. The fox taught the baby owl how to hunt for food, while she showed him how to navigate through the dense forest. They shared stories of their past lives and dreams for the future. One day, as they sat on a large rock overlooking the woods, they had a serious conversation about family. The baby owl confessed that she sometimes missed her biological parents, but her new friend filled that void in her heart. "You're my family now," said the fox, with a warm smile. The baby owl looked at him tearfully and replied, "And you are mine." From that moment on, they knew they had found something special, not just friendship, but a bond deeper than blood. They were no longer alone. They had each other. As the seasons changed and the years went by, the baby owl and the fox continued to grow together. They became strong, wise, and kind-hearted creatures who always looked out for one another. And even though they had lost their biological families, they found a new one in each other, a family made up of love, loyalty, and laughter. And so it was that in the magical forest of Whispering Willow Woods, two unlikely friends became the best of siblings. They proved that family isn't just about blood, but about the people who choose to love you unconditionally. The end.